lot of people want to know about the wiring.
Yeah, this car is basically one of our cars. It's a ground up chassis build. You guys saw it from the very beginning. There was nothing in it. Much like the 72 car, which is over here, you can't see it. We're ground up rewiring the whole car. I mean, there is no easy ticket answer for an endurance car that we build. It's all new wires everywhere. Even in the side of the motor area, there's just new wiring, lots of bulkheads, lots of things we do to make the serviceability of tracking down electronic problems extremely easy.
Yeah, because you're going through, at least on my car, we're going through 20-something-year-old wiring, so things degrade over time, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's just the same thing with this car. This started out as a 95 tub, so do the math. You know, it's almost 30 years old now. Wires don't last forever, so just going through, helping, it helps on everything. Pulls the amp loads down. 72 car, we've learned that the whole car runs at 24 amps in the daytime. Like, that's nothing. You can run the whole car through almost a 30 amp fuse and not have an issue until the ABS hits, but otherwise it's fine. So yeah, that's what we just learned through these.
And is there anything different with the 72 versus this on the switch panels or any of the service panels that we have?
It's basically all the same thing. That even goes for my car, for your car, and we have another future build that's kind of doing the same thing. We put the PDMs and the ECUs on the service board, gets broke out into mil-spec bulkheads all the way through, and then we break out the whole car from there. It makes the functionality very easy. It's very easy to track what goes into what harness. You know, we sub out basically the ABS harness becomes its own harness, the ECU, what goes to the rear of the car, what stays in the front of the car. It all kind of just stays in one harness once it comes off of the main service board.
And then Clint's fabbing up some exhaust stuff right now. What can you tell us about when we can see the car, what pieces we're fabbing up ourselves for the do-it-yourselfers?
Yeah, the car's still probably a month out or so. It's very difficult here. It's myself and one other part-time guy. We have a total of 19 cars in the shop right now, so we're very busy on a regular basis. Clint's working on the exhaust. We're doing a slightly different exhaust setup than we did on the 73 car. Obviously, 73 was the first car we did the N52 swap on, Tony Domenici's E36. We've learned a lot from that and are applying it to Kevin's car, trying to squeeze out some more horsepower, trying to squeeze out just some additional stuff that we found with Tony's car we want to try on this car and see if we need to adapt Tony to the same thing. We're probably about a month or so out. You know, we had to change a couple things over time. Looks like we're going to change the steering column setup, some stuff for the ABS. We changed the ABS location. We are running an MK60 on this car, so it does have a retrofit. The electronic power steering is another thing. We're not using a traditional belt-driven hydraulic pump. We're using an electric over hydraulic pump that we can adjust as we need to with our drivers. Just some little things we've decided to change partway through the build that have added some time and some little bit of change for what we were going to do.
And then plans for this car, nationals, a lot of Utah testing this year. Grid Life, if we can make it out in time.
Yeah, Grid Life will be interesting. We're going to have to detune this one pretty far to make Grid Life. I know we'll have 72, 73 back for Laguna. I think Larry in the 72 car is trying to go for the West Coast GLTC Championship.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for walking us through the updates on Kevin's car. Really looking forward to seeing this on track at the end of the month. Next up for us is NASA at Thunder Hill.